Uh, Car Chronicle here. I didn't realize it was on. How you doing? So, I got a couple things. Number one. So today I went to Whole Foods. Did I go to Whole Foods today? Anyway, I had on my scrubs. And this little young guy came up to me. So asking me, so what do you think of the pre-cooked food? And I'm like, okay, he wants to chat. He wants to chat with me. Oh shit. Did I just run this light? And I chit-chatted with him for a little while. And then of course he wanted my phone number and I opted out. I wasn't doing that. I gave him my Instagram and he could follow me and he could maybe chat with me there. Anyway, he says, "Oh, you're in the medical field." I said, "No." He says, "You're wearing scrubs." And I said, "Yes, I wear scrubs. I have every color." And he was like, "So why do you do that?" I'm like, "Oh, that was so nice of him to ask me, you know." But anyway, I said one of the reasons why, well, the main reason why I wear scrubs is because they're comfortable. First and foremost, the most comfortable. I could wear it any time of the year, my coats or whatever. And they're comfortable. He was like, "Oh, okay." He said, because, some places, he said, "You have every color?" He said, because some places, you see people with the same color. Yeah, because that's the color of the companies. They request that you wear a certain color. So maybe there's maybe another medical office, and they want to be able to see their people. They want to know who their people are, and everybody have the same color. And it's like, oh yeah, she works with us. But the reason why I started wearing scrubs is because during COVID, they really did treat first responders so much better. And I said, and that's all based on my observation, I said, I'm going to wear scrubs because I want to be treated special too. I mean, I have a certified, what do you call it? You can save a life. So much for that, right? Good luck saving your life. Anyway, I don't know if I can save a life, but I would do my damnedest to try to. In any event, that's why I started wearing it, because first responders were treated better. So I was able to go to the front of the line. I know some people said that's effed up. That is so messed up. I'm like, hey, that's what happens when you're an opportunist. And that's what I consider myself as. So a lot of traffic out here. Whoa. Okay. Oh, gee whiz. I can't see around this car. Sorry about that. But this is Car Chronicles. I am in the car. So one of my girlfriends called me today. Actually, one called me one day this week, and I really didn't remember to talk about it. I'm always getting conversations. Sometimes my girlfriends, they're like, look, I just need you to listen. And some say, I need your advice. So she says, look, my husband, which I've known that he had cheated, and that a baby came out of that cheating. And I listened. I knew that part. So the new part is the woman who had the baby doesn't want to take care of it anymore. They're like, it's just too much. Oh my goodness. It's too much. I think she has other kids. And she left the baby, like, with him. Dropped it off at his job. Dropped the baby off at his job. And he came home with this baby, and she's like, no, we're not doing that. Well, in her mind, she says, okay, the baby can, until he figures out what he's going to do, of course, she's getting a divorce. And she's not. Then on top of that, the husband got ill, which would have meant that not only was she going to be taking care of him, but that means that she would have had to take care of this child that she said she was not going to do. So the husband need help, the baby need help. They have grown kids, and she told the kids, look, he has to move, although the house is in his name, but y'all can stay here and take care of him. They made a decision that that's not what they wanted to do with their life. And so she says she out. And I'm just listening, because I'm like, wow, who would ever think, that would happen? Fate. Whew. I'm glad I don't have those issues. I didn't say anything because I don't have any experience in that area. I don't have any children. I've never been married, and I've had a man, cheat on me and stuff, and I'm not. You know what it is really? It's not so much the cheating as so much if he's doing the same thing that he's doing with me, with her. That means I'm eating pussy. You know what I mean? And I'm not eating another woman's vagina. No, we're not doing that. So I feel for her. She seems to feel pretty good about it. She says she don't need nothing. She don't want anything from him. What she did was she saved money that she would have normally paid for rent for 22 years. She has rent or mortgage or whatever for 22 years that she put aside, that she has, and it's her. Her money is her money. So she's good. I'm like, whoa, that's deep. Yeah, she did a good thing. I knew about that, which, it made me think twice about, I heard Chris Brown the other day talk about, I'm not really interested in getting married because I don't, if it doesn't work, I'm trying to give you half of what I worked so hard for. And yeah, I think that I would have to have a prenup. And I don't even have a lot of money, but I would want to have a prenup just because marriage is a business. It's a business arrangement, I feel. And maybe because I've never been married, maybe that's not the way I should look at it. But it is a business. So, yeah. So the other thing that I wanted to share about, that was definitely sharing somebody else's stuff. Because that's not my story. But I hear a whole bunch of stories. Not feeling valued on a job. I think I mentioned that yesterday. And it kind of came up again today. Because my thing is, she's like, well, the person, just texting, they're not calling to talk to her. And I'm like, well, it's no different than any other relationship. If the person's not taking the time to talk to you, they don't want to talk to you. They don't want to talk to you. You're not a priority. You are not important. And when a person tells you they're busy, that's bullshit. You make time for the things that you want. So, I'm like, get a new job, man. Just, but and I understand the other side of it because, you've been on a job for X amount of years and, you're thinking you're going to retire there or you think that you're going to, do a certain amount of years. And it's very disappointing. It's disappointing. Yes, it is. Anyway, what did I eat today? Well, my triglycerides are very low. It's like in the 30s, which is unheard of for an African American person of color. Because we like our chicken. I don't really eat a lot of fried chicken. So I had some fried chicken today. I actually like this particular place, cornbread, and I'm not advertising for them. But you want to get a quick meal, the line sometimes is a little long, but it's worth it. Sweet potatoes, black eyed peas, mac and cheese, and some yellow rice. A lot of carbs. But, you need carbs anyway to burn. And starting in July, I am going to be, and the only reason why is because I'm doing a lot of different things, and I really won't have the consistency. So I'd rather wait until the end of, the beginning of July. And then I can kind of maneuver a little better. But, we do need the carbs. Of course, complex carbs. And you can cheat a little as long as you're not overdoing it. And I can eat pretty much anything that I want. I just don't overdo it. I eat one meal a day. The less I eat, the better, I think. Yeah, I think the less you eat, the better. It's less food. Why does my car sound like that? It's less food for the body to break down. Everything's got to be working properly. So my thing also is, why make my organs work harder than they don't have to? They don't have to work that hard. Just take some stuff away. It's no different than if you have a heavy bag. You're not going to try to take all that stuff at once, right? You're going to lighten the load. And that's what I do with my body. I lighten the load so that my organs don't overwork themselves. And as you get older, your organs, they're freaking tired. Well, they can be, certain ones. But if you're not doing what you need to do, you overworking them. The different foods that you're eating that's not digesting properly in your body, then the kidneys got to do this, and the liver got to do this, and the pancreas got to do that, and the heart got to pump. It's like, this is too much. Give your body a break. I saw this guy the other day, and I'm not talking about anybody particularly. What should I say? Specifically, I'm not talking about anyone specifically. But I saw this guy. I mean, he looked like he was about, like maybe having quintuplets. 8. I mean, his abdomen was, oh my goodness. I don't even see if you can see his pee-pee. That's probably what it is, because it ain't a thing. Oh my goodness. That's awful. He has to be miserable to have this huge, and I'm talking huge abdomen. There's no way that I would talk to a man that has all of that. No. Sorry, but I couldn't. First of all, you have to know that the person's breath is bad. God forbid if they don't go to the dentist, every 6 months to get a cleaning, which is another thing, just to change the subject for a minute. I was reading that plaque, because I get my teeth cleaned every 6 months, and I went to look at my teeth, and I'm like, oh my God, it looks like the plaque is right there. They said plaque begins to redevelop 5 minutes after cleaning. Up to 4 hours, it can come right back, just like that. I was like, oh my goodness. Whew. So I'm always chipping away. I can't stand anything on my teeth. I really can't. But anyway, food, eating, protruded abdomen. So, the protruded abdomen. So what's going on underneath? Your prostate, your colon, your testicles are all being compromised. And they cannot function normally. And God forbid if you have some other ailments like high blood pressure, diabetes, cholesterol. That's a Molotov cocktail. That is a bomb waiting to explode. I'm not putting myself in that position. I'm not putting my body in that position. And I don't want to be with anyone who's put their body in that position. Because if you don't take care of you, you can't take care of me. Especially, you can't take care of me. You won't even be able to perceive the things that I do to maintain my health. You would look at me like, why you gotta do all that? Come on here, have some cake, have some candy, have some spaghetti, all this stuff. Now I do have a little mac and cheese once in a while. I don't make it, but I do get it. And I get it basically from the same place. I have gotten mac and cheese from Costco's, and then I add my own cheeses to it. Oh, that daggone mac and cheese. Lord have mercy. So, but anyway, health, especially over 60, is a little different when you are younger. Really, it is. Now, I was going to do this study in San Antonio, but I'm not going to do it because, they're getting really cheap. They want to pay you, but then they don't want to keep you. You can't stay at their facility. They want you to go back and forth, which means, you have a $9,000 study. You end up spending $4,000 just in transportation. I'm like, nah, it has to make sense. And that didn't make sense. It just didn't make sense. So, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do the study. And it was on Alzheimer's. That would have been really a good one. And they had two different ones. They had one for $9,000 and they had one for $3,500. And the $3,500, I thought that I would be able to do it, but they want you to do 4 visits, which I could have done that. But the flights don't line up, which means I would have to stay in a hotel, and it's just a hot mess. And then I said, well, let me look at the bus. The bus is 42 hours. Yeesh, that's almost 2 days, right? And I said, you know what, I could probably do it. But then I would have to stay in a hotel. And I'm like, ugh, that's just too much. I mean, don't get me wrong. Money's decent. And, I donated my body to science. And anything that I get, because I'm healthy, if anything that I can do to save a life, I'm going to be able to do that. However, it has to make sense, though. And it just was not making sense. So anyway, I'm just really babbling on, right? I had one of my other girlfriends. Sometimes I just listen too. They don't have to tell me to listen. I'm just listening. They're talking, and she finally told me that they found like cancer in her lungs or something. Ooh, it shocked me because we've been friends over 30-something years, and she just wanted to wait to tell me at the right time. And she said I was just waiting for the right time. And I'm like, oh my goodness, my friend. So that kind of touched me. I didn't say anything to her, but I have to say that it was just the thought of it just puts chills on my spine. And she's my girl, So she's going the natural route and route, say it. Cancer's a mother, it's a mother. And I hate it. Like, I really hate it. Now, I had a little scare, and of course, I didn't feel it in my spirit that anything was wrong because all my numbers, all my numbers were good. So, but it was benign, what they thought they found. I was so happy. I really was happy. And I don't have to worry about that. But it's almost like what? 1 out of 5 gets cancer. I don't know, I read it somewhere. But anyway, do the right thing for the right reason. And if you can do it at the right time, that's the hit. Timing is essential. But if you just do the right thing for the right reason, that's more than half the battle. And you're good. Have a nice day.